that was our 3 reviews. So we're going to go back to our favorite segment of Chakotay's Odyssey, featuring the adventures of Janeway.
I'm not watching it, so it's up to you.
So this is only just a 5-minute segment. So episode 6 is called The Cloud. So I know you're dying to hear what happened. So guess what the episodes? They're flying along, heading for the Alpha Quadrant at warp speed. Same as all the time.
Which is what they should be doing at all times.
Anyway, and then they find a nebula. So let's go check out the nebula.
They're so dangerous.
We gotta make a stop off at the nebula. And here's the thing. This episode has to deal with this nebula, but there's all these little side stories that have nothing to do with it, and they just kind of fill up the episode.
Away from the nebula.
So there's a part of this where what's his name there?
What's his name?
The boring guy.
They're all boring.
Tuvok
Okay.
Gets into a petty fight with
Vulcans don't fight that much.
No, I guess not. But he gets into a fight with Mr. Perfect Attendance Harry Kim.
Yes.
And it's ridiculous. They're on the bridge and they're about 20 feet from each other and they're using their communicators to talk to each other, and they're whispering, and they're essentially just like little girls back and forth. It's like, you didn't do this, that was wrong. And he's like, well, you didn't do this, that's wrong.
Listen, one of the episodes I saw, like the second or third, they were really, really buddy-buddy, and they hardly know each other, but they were super buddy-buddy, talking about rumors and gossip in the hallway.
They had this really funny, stupid, immature fight at one point, and then the episode goes on, you don't see that again. Now, the whole point of this episode is Janeway. Okay, what's her name there?
Kate Mulgrew.
Yeah, so Captain Janeway there.
Yes.
She
goes into the nebula.
She doesn't want to eat Mr. Fancy Pants Neelix's food.
Oh, we've already seen that.
Okay, and he's like, "Oh, we're out of coffee. You shouldn't use your replicator rations, okay?"
Right.
And he's like, try some of this that I made from a root, and it's this slop.
Toffee looking stuff.
So she doesn't want to give up drinking coffee, so she decides we're going to go to this nebula, and there's energy inside.
Oh.
So we're going to get this energy.
The coffee.
And it's also, she doesn't have to give up drinking coffee. Which,
well,
okay, fair enough.
Don't they drink like Roctaginos?
Yeah, but they don't have the energy reserves for the replicators, so that's why she's got to get this energy.
I kind of thought
so what do? They fly the ship into the nebula.
Right in the middle of it. Yeah. Not even just skimming the sides or searching the edges.
They fly into it, and then there's this gelatinous core, I guess.
Oh yes,
so I think they fire a probe into it.
Oh yes, and make it mad.
But then they're like, okay, it's fine. So they just fly into this membrane.
It's like a bee's nest.
So they make a hole in it.
Oh, that makes them very happy and very pleased.
And then they get in trouble.
Come out.
Then they're getting in trouble, and they're like, we gotta get out of here. Okay, use our phasers, bust out, because the hole's sealed. And it's not strong enough, so they have to waste torpedoes. And then they get out, and all this energy's been sucked out of them.
So there's no coffee.
No. And then they discover, and who's talking sense about this is Mr. Fancy Pants Neelix. He's like, why do we keep making all these detours? What's going on? Why do we stopping at everything?
He's leaving his whole family behind. Why does he want to go with them in the first place?
I don't know. He just wants to go with them.
And
he's now pissed off that they're making all these stops. So his
they need to stop to get him all his ingredients.
So what's her name? Cass is trying to talk him down.
Character.
Is trying to talk him down. Why she's doing this, I don't know. She's had like 5 different jobs this season.
Oh my gosh.
And the next episode, she seems to be fired from all of them. Okay.
They keep on involving
So then they discover that the nebula that they flew into to get the energy is actually a living being.
Of course.
They're like, oh, oops. Why did we do that?
Gelatinous nebula creatures.
And so now they injured it, so they got to go repair the damage, even though it's going to suck more energy out of them.
They shot a hole in it.
And I'm like, if they're really that desperate for power, shoot it, take the energy, continue on your way.
Well, they left Kessa's people to die on that other planet in the first episode.
It wasn't their fault. It wasn't their problem. So, it was another exciting episode of Chakotay's Odyssey, featuring the adventures of Janeway.
Sounds terrible.
If you're a fan of our segment, or just a fan of Star Trek Voyager in general, like Christine here, leave a comment down below and let us know.